Hey, it was only 43 minutes this time that we talked before we started recording.
I'm so proud of us. But the thing didn't happen, the shift of like where your internet connection's unstable. True. So yikes.
I mean, I hope that means that it's not going to happen. Fingers crossed. We'll
Either
see.
Way. Welcome back, y'all. We are recording PS episode in our Cognitive Errors series. This is number 10.
Yes.
This is my tried and true baby. This is my favorite. This is the one that I utilize almost every day. It is feelings are not facts. So this is viewing your feelings as reality. So what does that mean, right? When you have a feeling, you view that as an actual thing that is happening, a factual thing that you're experiencing or that happened to you or that someone's doing or how you feel about somebody. So today, how are we going to challenge it, Steph?
Excuse me, I had to burp. This is one that I struggle with myself on a daily basis, but I also help clients challenge these every day. But I think this is the one that frustrates clients the most to challenge because like, no, but I feel it. Okay, that's fine.
Yes.
That doesn't mean that it's true, right?
Yes.
So when I was thinking about, okay, what could be the feeling that we're trying to challenge, I was like, let's do one that comes up a lot. So I wanted to do something to the effect of like, I feel like Mari's mad at me because she hasn't responded to my text message. And it doesn't have to be a friend, it could be a partner, right? Like it could be whomever. But I feel like this is something that comes up a lot. I seen a meme the other day and it was like, funny how whenever I don't respond to a text message, it's because I'm busy. But if somebody doesn't respond to me, it's because they hate me.
It's because they immediately don't want to be friends with me. They immediately want me out of their life. Yes. And they've started taking steps to enact that plan by not responding. I think I'm probably
blocked at this point.
Yeah. I haven't checked it, but I'm pretty sure I'm blocked.
Did I come up green? I think I'm blocked. I blocked.
Oh, I did that the other day with my uncle because I wished him a happy birthday. And I was like, I could have swore he had an iPhone. And I was like, what is going on? And then I was like, Mari, he's 70. So maybe he just went and got a really cheap phone and didn't have an iPhone. Maybe his iPhone broke. And I was like, what does it matter? Like I find that a lot sometimes where like, I don't feel like I go on thought spirals typically, like how certain people do, only when I'm in a plane or if my period's late. Those are the only two times where, man, I spiral.
Mine is daily, in case anybody knows.
Thank you.
Thank you.
But like, I'll spiral daily, but like, then I'll have that like squirrel moment where I'm like, why are we doing that? Like, not even at a point to be like, wise mind, challenge yourself. I'm like, what is the purpose of this? Why, like, what does it matter if your uncle has an iPhone or not? Like, why are you doing this? This is weird. Get out of it. And then like, I think about something else. So back to the topic at hand.
Yes.
So we're talking about feelings are not facts. So I feel like since Mari didn't respond to my text message, Mari is mad at me. When in reality, I wish. Cut to Mari in a field in the song playing, I'm spinning like a ballerina. I'm just outside disassociating, like, and not like literally disassociating. Don't do that. Like,
no, but here's
it's
the thing.
not
if
a
you
thing.
Think about when we first became friends, we were both so attached to our phone that if we didn't respond within 4.4 seconds of one another, it was like something's wrong. Something's wrong. Now we just have better boundaries of like, no, I just put my phone away because I didn't want to be on it. So.
I don't have to be on all the time. I was
just having boundaries. So
I was actually showering. Sometimes when we're marking and I get off, I'm like, I should just text her that I'm going to go do this. And I was like, it doesn't matter. Like, it's not your job. You can't control what you think. Anyways, okay. So give me facts that prove that that's true. That your negative thought, I feel like because Mari didn't respond to my text message, that she's mad at me.
So here's where people get tripped up, right? Because one fact could be, well, she was really short with my last text message.
How does that factually prove that she's mad at you?
That's what I'm saying. Like people would be like, yeah, but that means that she's mad because she was short or she didn't use emojis. That means she's mad.
And what I literally do to people is I'm like, but how does that factually prove that she's mad at you? And like, well, because she didn't use emojis. So when you don't use emojis sometimes with people, you're angry with them. No
I mean, for me,
emojis,
yes.
no emojis constitutes you're upset with them. You text me yesterday and it didn't have emojis.
I'm not talking about you.
Well, get an exception. What the fuck? Don't put yourself with the peasants.
They
with
responded
the commoners.
with K. They responded with K or a thumbs
Thumbs
up.
up. Here's my thought. Were they on their watch? Did they respond on their watch? Do you understand how hard it is to not voice to text, but actually respond to somebody on your watch? Do you know how hard that is?
I never.
You have no idea.
I don't know what that's like.
Oh, I'll voice to text, which is fine and easy.
Yeah.
But if you can't, if you're in a situation where, like, you're watching a play and you're not like, see you soon, like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta swipe it. I've never been the swipey person on the keyboard in general. It is so hard. You're like, okay, hold on. Like, it's so. How do you know that they weren't doing that? Like, here's the thing. There's so many variables at play that you could say these situations that you're constituting as facts, which they're not. They're observations.
Yes.
It is only a fact. Yeah, observations, assumptions. It's only fact when you text them and say, "Are you mad at me?"
Exactly.
And they say, "Yes."
Yep.
That's it.
And I think that's hard for people to internalize or understand, because they're looking for that confirmation bias of like, I want to know that she's actually mad at me because I feel it, right?
Yeah.
That's detrimental to you.
Yeah, you're self-sabotaging, buddy.
Yeah, you're
self-sabotaging. What is that going to get you? Mm-hmm. That's where you need to back up. And we haven't talked about these skills on the podcast yet. Who knows if we will, because some of them were part of our master classes. But that's where you look at one of the how or the what skills. Mm-hmm. Like, buddy, is that effective? Mm-hmm. Is that effective to be like, oh, this person's mad at me because I did this? Mm-hmm. Why not just ask? Oh, because we don't want to be vulnerable.
I was just going to say, because you don't actually want to know.
Because you don't want to be vulnerable. You don't want to step into it. Well, then back your happy ass up and stay in the unknown, which is okay. It's completely okay to stay in the unknown. But that doesn't mean that you get to project XYZ thoughts that came into your head for whatever. You've also had thoughts that when you had a headache, you had a tumor. Like, not all of your thoughts are on point. I'm just going to say it. Not all of them are on point, guys. Mm-hmm. Same. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, if you start a sentence with I feel or I think, I'm going to challenge you immediately.
Stop right now. Stop.
Because that is not a factual statement. You are saying that I'm thinking this or I feel this. Okay, that's fine. Mm-hmm. You are allowed to think and feel certain things, but you have to understand that not all of those things are factual information.
Please understand, this doesn't mean that in sessions with Stephanie and I, the second you say I think or I feel, like, what are you doing? What are you doing? No, I allow people to think, to have their thought, because I say I think and I feel all the time. So, like, I feel like this is propelling me to do something more. I'm kind of feeling like maybe I could do this, or this could be my option. I'm not sure exactly what one feels better right now, right? Sometimes it's just you're talking it out and you're already doing like a brief solution focused therapy tactic yourself, right? You're kind of walking yourself through the steps, thinking pros and cons. It's okay for that. But when you're like, well, no, I feel like they're mad at me, and you offer nothing else after that. Or I feel like I'm going to get fired. I feel like, I feel like I'm going to break up with my boyfriend. I feel like blah, blah, blah. Like, there's nothing. Explain. Go further.
Mm-hmm. I was going to say, and we say I think all the time in the podcast because that's our perception, right? Like, I think people X, Y, Z. That's my perception. That's okay. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying I think people hate us. Like, that's a dramatic statement, right? Like, it is what it is. But I think it's also about just sharing your perception about something. But when you latch onto it and choose to believe it as fact, that's when the problems happen. And that's when you are going to spiral.
So we have no facts.
Zero facts.
So times, situations, and examples that prove our negative thought, Mara didn't text me back, so she's mad at me, isn't true 100% of the time.
Mari does not respond when she's on vacation. And I know that. Mm-hmm. I know that Mari works a lot and can't respond. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to say Mari's never been mad at me, but like, if something comes up between the two of us, we talk about it. Like,
no, I tell you immediately.